be cured. Now, last time we spoke about degeneration in the spine, but the very common question that I get asked is, I have degeneration in my spine. What does it mean? Can it be cured? So let's discuss this topic today in this video. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids who work in high stress jobs as executives manage the physical changes that come with motherhood. This could be back pain, neck pain, heel pain, or any other physical challenges that you might be facing because, well, you've got stressful work demands. Plus, you have the kids when you get home, so, in between these two, there's very less time for moms to look after their own self, and things can get pushed to one corner. And I'm here to help you, give you simple tips and tricks that help you to manage these pains better. Now, you might have heard from your doctor or from your friends that they have degeneration, or the fact that you are told that you can have degeneration in your spine. Now, what exactly is degeneration? And then I'll go into answering the question of, can it be cured? And what can you actually do about it? So I'll give you some three practical tips that you can manage to manage your degeneration of the spine that you can start implementing today. So, what is degeneration? Now, what happens is, if you have any piece of machinery, you use it for a few years, there's wear and tear in the machinery. It might still function perfectly fine, but there's going to be some signs of wear and tear. That in our body is degeneration. So basically, wear and tear of your spine is the degeneration that comes with age. Now, this degeneration can happen in your joints as well, or in your spine, or any other. We're looking more at the bones in the body. So, bones and joints, sorry. So I'm just looking at my notes here. So yeah, so basically, if you want like a more scientific explanation of this, it's a gradual loss of normal structure and function of the spine over time. So what it means is, like, if you say have a little bit of arthritic changes, a little bit of changes in, say, there is a curve in your neck, suppose there's a little bit of flattening of that curve, this is all a part of degeneration. Now, if this degeneration goes to a certain level, then after that you can have issues like disc problems, stenosis, nerve problems like pinching of nerves, cervical spondylosis, sciatica, etc. It does not mean that degeneration has to move on to these things, but degeneration is usually the first step before these things happen, usually. So, and of course, as with anything else, everybody is different. So, what might be a degeneration in my spine at my age will probably be different for somebody who's the same age as me. So it really depends on how you've been using your body throughout your years of life. Now, depending on the degree of degeneration that you might have mild pain, or you might have a severe nagging pain. So you can't say, oh, I have mild pain, so I have less degeneration. It might be that if you take an MRI or scan, you might have a lot of degeneration, but it's manifesting only as little pain. So these things are quite vague, I understand, but everybody is different, is what I'm trying to tell you. So, to answer the question now about, can degeneration of the spine be cured, the simple answer is no. So, you can definitely slow down the degeneration. You can slow it down, say 5%, you can slow it down 95%. Now, that depends on how your body responds to whatever you're doing to slow down the degeneration. I'm going to address those a little later, what you can do to slow down the degeneration. But you cannot reverse the degeneration that has happened in your spine completely 100%. Our bodies are much more delicate than what we give them credit for. Okay, they are strong in a way, but in a way they're also delicate because if some changes have happened in the body, your body usually does not go back to 100% normal. There is always a 1 or 2% chances of non-recovery. So for example, if I have a spinal pain or a pain in my back, I might recover, but that recovery will not be 100%. There'll always be that 1 or 2% chances that the back pain is lingering on. You may not realize it, but it stays there. So degeneration cannot be cured 100%. You can definitely slow it down. Now, If you're looking for more details on topics like disc issues, stenosis, pinched nerves, etc., you can go to my YouTube channel, and I've done quite a few videos. If you put my name and say disc or pinched nerves in front of that in the YouTube search bar, you'll come across a lot of videos and you can take it from there. However, for now, we're going to just stick to general degeneration of the spine. Now, let me share with you three tips, three things you can do today to slow down the degeneration of the spine. The first thing is move. Now, if you have been watching any of my videos, you know I talk a lot about this. Our society nowadays is very stagnant. We don't move. Even if it means that in between a meeting you're just uncrossing your legs, shuffling your weight like I'm doing right now in my chair, shuffling your weight from one side of your bottom to the other side of your bottom, that is also good enough. Try and move every 20 to 30 minutes in your day. Even if it means getting up, going and getting a glass of water when you're at work, or going to the printer to take a printout of the papers that you have, anything that gets you moving, really. Okay. And yeah, so first thing is move, because what happens is when you're sitting in a static posture, or if you have a standing desk or a standing job, if you're standing for a very long period of time, you tend to build up those stresses on the spine. So when you move, you sort of de-stress your spine. And if you are, say, standing, you can sit down. Stay sitting, you can just stand up. If you don't want to walk around your office, that's also good enough. But just simple movement, it doesn't have to be anything complicated. The second thing you want to do is you want to do some exercises. Now, I'm not asking you to go straight into the gym and lift like a 50 kgs weight or something. Don't do that if you've not already been doing it. You can try simple exercises like walking, cycling, yoga, swimming, anything gentle that keeps you going. Again, it serves the purpose of movement, and it helps to strengthen your muscles. When it comes to your muscles, there are two kinds of muscle. I'll just very quickly go into this. There is core muscles and there are the bigger muscles of our body. Again, I have addressed core muscles in my YouTube videos. You can go and watch that. Basically, core muscles are, suppose this is your spine, these are the muscles that are surrounding the spine, and these are the bigger muscles. Like if you're looking at, say, somebody's back, those are the bigger muscles. You want to strengthen those, yes, but you also want to work on the very innermost layer of muscles that are right next to the spine. Those are your core muscles, so that they can hold on to your spine even when you have degeneration or any disc issues, etc. You want those muscles to be giving that support, that scaffolding to the spine, so that your spine feels more stable in your day-to-day life. Okay. So the last thing, the third tip for you is watch your posture. I understand that posture is a very overused term nowadays, but if your posture is not correct, you are definitely heading for a quicker, faster degeneration of your spine. Let me give you an example. I was going through this study the other day. It's a scientific study that's been done on 12 to 14-year olds. So, average, you can say 13-year olds. When they took MRI scans of these 13-year olds, their spine showed degeneration. Can you believe it? 13 years old. But when I look at kids nowadays, the heavy backpacks they carry, and they're on the devices or they're reading, they're always bending their neck down. Nobody tells them to hold the device up and then look at it, right? Simple things like that can help you maintain a good posture and then avoid degeneration of the spine, right? So if you're looking for simple tips like the one I just shared, plus more on your posture, or you're looking for simple core exercises to start off with, you can join my free community. I will leave a link in the description of this video, and you can join from there. For those of you who are watching me on Instagram, the link is in my bio. When you click the bio, it'll open up a new page, and that'll, if you scroll down, it'll say community in the blue round box, and you can click on that and join my community from there. Alrighty, I hope this was useful information for you guys, because usually we just get the diagnosis of you got degeneration and you're like, what am I going to do with this? Am I going to be able to stop this? What can I actually do practically to stop this degeneration? So now you know you cannot stop degeneration, but if you follow these three tips, you can definitely slow down to a certain extent, slow the degeneration down to a certain extent. Alrighty, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you have any questions, any comments, feel free to drop them below this video. I'll see you next time.